This morning I'm going to be in the Old Testament. I want to take a look at Psalm 139. Psalm 139. If any of you or how many of you have gone, I don't know if that show's still in Millbank or not, Unplanned. It's an awesome show. Talks about a woman that worked at Planned Parenthood. She's manager, I think, she worked there for 8 years anyhow, before she actually witnessed what was going on there and the impact it had on her life and how she completely turned around and she went to work for a pro-life organization. It's very graphic, it's very powerful, but I think some of the things mentioned in that movie, or at least it brought to my mind Psalm 139. It's a psalm written by King David. And it's showing us that God sees everything we do. He knows everything we do. He is everywhere that we are. And He's with us. And the greatest gift we have is the fact that He wants to know us, which He does, but He wants us to know Him, even more importantly. As believers, we know that God is supreme. He's all-knowing. He's omniscient. He knows us because He made us, didn't He? In verse 13, beginning of verse 13, He says, "For you created me in my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." God knew what the color of your skin was going to be. He knew what the color of your hair was going to be. He knew what color your eyes were going to be. He knew what your facial features were going to be. He knew what your natural abilities were going to be. And you think about Him knowing that about each and every one of us. David goes on in verse 14, he says, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." David knew that God put it all together. God made us. He put us together. And David said, "I praise you for that. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well." He says, "My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body." And listen to this, "All the days were ordained for me. They were written in your book before even one of them came to be." God saw you before you were ever formed in your mother's womb. He knew that you were going to be here, and He wrote out a plan for you. And I would say there's probably very few of us, I would say nobody follows that plan to the letter. And the only way we're going to know what His plan is to spend time with Him. But David realized that. He said, all my days were ordained. God, you knew everything about me. Everything that was going to happen to me. You had them written down in a book. David makes this pretty personal, pretty intimate. And it makes a pretty strong foundation for why Christians need to be wise and defend and preserve life. The movie the other night was about abortion, and it was horrible. God had a plan for that life. He had a book written for the life of that baby. But it would never come to pass.